cheating our potential with complacency. Snuggled up, spooning with redundancy. Sleep tight. Don't let the regrets bite.
Hi, and welcome to Kelly, where we talk about life, your life and my life. And through Kelly, we hope to inspire. I have Josh Purgason on the show today. He is a singer-songwriter. Beautiful, catchy little tune there. You wrote that.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it was wonderful. So you are primarily playing on the west side of Atlanta right now.
That's right.
And one thing that I wanted to talk about with you is getting to the point where you're replacing your day job with your passion and the process of going through that. So about 3 years ago.
That's right. About 3 years ago, I was working Starbucks and Publix, and it was not something that happened overnight, and anything worth fighting for never is. But I started wanting to do this full time, going out and playing shows, and little by little, I was able to let go of Starbucks and then Publix. And there's good weeks and bad weeks, but I just stayed on it, and the opportunities don't come to my door. Any opportunity I get, I'm thankful for, because talent is a dime a dozen. It's a work ethic that you have to have, and so it's constant emails, constant calls, just constant staying on top of it. And if I'm ever being able to be a part of anything, kind of like this, I'm so appreciative because I know there's so much talent.
Yeah.
Just in Atlanta, here in Georgia.
But people will be surprised at how, all you got to do is reach out to people. And the worst thing to say is no.
Oh, yeah.
But, and a lot of it is reaching out to somebody at the right time to end up on a show or, somewhere that helps market you. So 3 years ago, you decided, hey, I'm going to do this. Looking in that 3 years, because I relate to myself when I talk to other artists, and I can remember at the beginning when I first started my studio, it was like there wasn't even a light at the beginning of the tunnel. I was like, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? And getting to the point, 3 years later, where you see that light and you're like, whoa, I'm really doing stuff. What are you most amazed at?
I would say that I actually can keep myself afloat doing what I love. I'm not by any means balling or anything. Like, I'm just keeping my head above water just like anybody else would. But the difference is I'm doing something that I'm passionate about.
Fighting for it.
Absolutely. Every day. And I try never to get content or feel like, I'm at a good spot just to sit down right here. Like, because no matter how bad I want it or how bad anybody wants anything, there's always somebody that wants it just a little bit more.
Yes.
And that's why I keep in my head every day when I wake up. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a lot, but am I doing enough?
Yeah.
Because there's somebody out there that's knocking doors down while I'm just kind of banging on them.
Yeah. And isn't it so funny, like, you have times where you feel like you're on top of the world.
Oh, yeah.
And then it literally, like the next week, you're like, I'm a nobody.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I say every other day. Like, I try to stay confident. I think it's okay to be confident. There's a difference between confident and cocky.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to, when someone gives you a compliment, not go, oh no, I don't really think so. You got to go, well, I appreciate that. Don't.
But you know what the difference?
Put yourself down.
And I teach this to my students in acting. But the difference between we actually have this conversation about confidence and arrogance, and the difference is somebody who's confident has actually put in the work. And so that nobody can ever tell you that you can't do something because you're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody who's arrogant, they're putting on a front to be this or that, but really don't have the core work that goes behind it.
Got the words, don't got any actions to back it up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How do people find out about your music?
JoshPurgason.com. They can go there. I'm on Spotify and iTunes and all those places, YouTube. But that's where I've got 8 singles out right now. I haven't released an album. I just feel like it's different times. People lose interest pretty quick. So I just release single by single right now. But find it there. And it's an alternative indie, pop. You know, it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you have your you have your own vibe. That is, it's a very interesting vibe. It has it's I mean, just this song that I've heard, catchy, but also edgy too.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what, when I wrote that song, 9 times out of 10, I'm talking to myself when I'm writing these songs, like, and hopefully it inspires other people. But that song, Reality, that I wrote, is basically saying, I have so many times where people would go, Josh, you need to face reality. But, you know, what is reality?
Right.
It's what you make it.
Yeah.
And some people just don't get that, you know, anybody who's became anything in life started in a place where nobody knew about them. You know, they started in very humble places, humble beginnings.
And Josh, what you're doing is creating your life. You're creating the life that you want for yourself. And at any time, you can stop that life.
Absolutely.
You're not, you know, just because you're doing something, you're not cemented into it. You can stop that life anytime you want and pick up a different path. But right now, you're going for it. And you don't know what you can do until you do it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, you're right. It's always an uphill battle, and it's always trying to put in as much as I can of myself. And I was talking about confidence. We were talking about confidence and cockiness earlier, and I've struggled with confidence in time, and it stems from my upbringing. I had the most fantastic mom ever. She was a mom and a dad. My dad just was somebody. Just a mean-spirited person, and he could really tear you down and make you feel like not much of anything. So in life, I had to learn to rise above that, not use it as an excuse. But it was definitely something that left its mark on me, as always second-guessing myself or feeling like, was that stupid what I just said, or is that, how did I do? Like,
am I enough? And so many people, you know, are, and especially in your family situation, so many people are in that same situation.
Oh yeah.
What are some of the influences as far as musicians that you grew up with? The
crazy thing is, the first song I ever liked was I can't remember the artist's name now, but it was a country song, "No One Else on Earth." That was the name of the song. Some way my brother got that for me. Break my heart the way you do. Bam, bam. And I love that song. But growing up, I would say the Cars, you know, just recently.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love them. He just recently lost him.
I knew that you have to have some kind of alternative influence because your music like shows.
Oh yeah, the Cars, Queens of the Stone Age, Switchfoot is a big influence on me. I love their writing lyrically. And a lot of the newer stuff I like a lot, the Lumineers, the Wombats. I really like what's going on in the indie scene. And artists around here inspire me a lot. Stokeswood in Atlanta, that's an Atlanta band. They're very good.
Okay.
And I mean, all over the place. So there's a lot of influences. In my very young years, it was more classic rock, I guess. And then as I got older, teen years, it was sort of the angsty stuff, alternative rock like Shinedown and Seether. Then I got older, I just kind of mellowed out a little more, and I got into more of the indie scene.
Yeah, but you can tell all those influences, you know, just in that one song, you can tell that you've had a lot of influences. So thank you so much for being here, and we'd love to follow you and follow what you're doing. Especially you're in my neck of the woods, out here in Villa Rica, Carrollton. So I love to introduce artists out this way. Advice you can give to somebody wanting to do, you know, go back to yourself 3 years ago, and what would you say to yourself?
I would say to myself and anybody who is wanting to do this, don't give up, believe in yourself, have confidence in what you're doing, and if you believe in what you're doing, others will believe in it. There's so many times I've taken a stage, and if I didn't get up there and feel like I knew what I was doing, then the crowd started second guessing, what is he doing? But if I got up there, even if I messed up, if I just cruised on through it, very smooth, very cool, the audience was right along with me.
Yeah.
You just like a show in life, you got to feel like you've got a handle on it. And if it looks and appears as if you're confident about what you're doing, even when you mess up, people will be right there along with you for the ride.
Yeah, you got to take charge.
Absolutely.
Take charge of what's going on, because they're coming to see you. So, you know, you might as well give them and take charge of it, and let it be. It's your show.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
enjoying your show and your art and what you're giving.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you
And
for having me.
we hope this segment inspired and educated you.